Welcome to my channel Mindset Mastery Hub, where I'll be sharing with you the summary of best books on success. Today, I'll be sharing you the summary of the book Feeling is the Secret by Neville Goddard. This book is published in many languages. More than 5,000 readers have reviewed this book on Amazon, and it has got 4.6 stars on Amazon. In this book, author explains the simple principles to make your dreams a reality. So let's begin with the summary of Feeling is the Secret. Author explains the law of feeling as consciousness is the cause as well as the substance of the entire world. So it is to consciousness that we must turn if you would discover the secret of creation. Understanding the law of consciousness and the method of operating this law will enable you to accomplish all your desires in life. Implementing this working knowledge, you can build and maintain an ideal world. The steps to accomplish your dreams can be divided into two parts: the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. In order to operate the law of consciousness, it is necessary to understand the relationship between the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. The conscious mind is personal and selective. On the other hand, the subconscious mind is impersonal and non-selective. The conscious generates ideas and impresses these ideas on the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind receives these ideas and gives form and brings them into reality. According to this law of feeling, first an idea is generated in conscious mind and then this idea is impressed on the subconscious. All things evolve out of consciousness, and without this sequence one cannot achieve his desired goals. The conscious mind impresses the subconscious mind, while the subconscious brings into reality all that is impressed upon it. The subconscious does not originate ideas but accepts these ideas as true, while conscious mind feels to be true. The subconscious mind accepts a feeling as a fact existing within itself and on these assumptions proceeds to give expressions to it. Ideas are impressed on the subconscious through the medium of feelings. No idea can be impressed on the subconscious until it is felt, but once felt, be it good, bad or indifferent, it must be expressed. Feeling is the one and the only medium through which ideas are conveyed to the subconscious. Therefore, the man who does not control his feeling may easily impress the subconscious with the undesirable future. Entertain only such feeling that contributes to your happiness. Control of your happiness is all important to a full and happy life. Never entertain any undesirable feeling, nor think sympathetically about wrong in any shape or form. Every feeling makes the subconscious impressions, and unless it is contracted by more powerful feelings of an opposite nature, it must be brought into reality. The dominant of the two feelings is the one that comes into reality. Example, I am healthy is a stronger feeling than I will be healthy. In this example, I am a stronger feeling than I will be. What you feel you are always dominates what you feel you would like to be. Be careful of your moods and feelings, for there is an unbroken connection between your feelings and your real world. Emotional disturbances, especially suppressed emotions, are the causes of all diseases. Do not entertain the feelings of regret or frustrations of failure, as these results in disease. All changes of expressions are brought about through a change of feeling. A change of feeling is a change of destiny. All creations occur in the domain of subconscious mind. What you must acquire is to control your feelings and ideas. Your subconscious mind impressions determine the condition of your world. Subconscious mind always accepts the thought as true, that which you feel to be true. Feeling is the input required for subconscious. Because of this quality of the subconscious, there is nothing impossible to man. Whatever the mind of a man can conceive and feel as true, the subconscious brings it into reality. Your feelings create the pattern from which your world is fashioned, and a change of feeling is the change of pattern. The subconscious never fails to bring into reality that which can be impressed upon it. The moment it receives an impression, it brings to work out the ways for its expression. It accepts the feeling impressed upon it and immediately sets about to produce in the outer world the exact meaning of that feeling. To impress the subconscious mind with the desirable state, you must assume the feeling that has already realized your wish. Therefore, if you dwell on difficulties, barriers, or delays, the subconscious, by its very non selective nature, accepts the feeling of difficulties and obstacles as your request and proceeds to produce them in your outer world. The subconscious mind is the first step of creation. It receives the ideas through the feeling of a man. It never changes the idea received but always gives it a real form. The conscious mind is the master and the subconscious mind is its loyal servant. Your desires are not subconsciously accepted until you assume the feelings of their reality. For only through feeling is an idea subconsciously accepted, and only through the subconscious acceptance is it ever expressed. Nothing comes from the outer world, all things come from within ourselves, from the subconscious mind. One's real world creation is the result of subconscious impressions made by one's feeling. Mastery of self control of your thoughts and feelings is your highest achievement. Sleep and prayer are the two gateways into the subconscious mind to aid you in realizing your desired states. It is in the sleep and in prayer that man enters the subconscious to make his impressions and receives his instructions. In these states, the conscious mind and the subconscious mind are creatively joined. Sleep is the time when the conscious mind turns from the world of sense to seek its subconscious self. The conditions and events of your life are formed from your subconscious impressions in sleep. Your subconscious mind gives form to your desires only when you feel your wish fulfilled. One should always feel the wish fulfilled before you drop off to sleep. From this sleep, you never draw what you want, but you always draw that which you feel yourself to be. By feeling your wish fulfilled and quietly relaxing into sleep, you cast yourself in a star role to be played on the earth tomorrow, and while asleep you are rehearsed and instructed in your part. Before you go to sleep, make sure that you feel yourself into the state of answered wish. Consciously and purposely define the attitude of mind with which you go to sleep as your dominant feeling, as your dominant feeling is the cause of your future action. Ideas enveloped in a feeling are creative actions. While you are awake, you are a gardener selecting seeds for your garden, but your conception of yourself as you fall asleep is the seed you drop into the ground of your subconscious mind. Dropping off to sleep feeling satisfied and happy compels conditions and events to appear in your world, without which confirms these attitudes of mind. Sleep is the door to heaven. What you take in as the feeling you bring out as a condition, actions, or object in space or reality. Prayer, like sleep, is also an entrance into subconscious mind. Prayer is an illusion of sleep which diminishes the impression of the outer world and renders the mind more receptive to suggestions from within. The mind in prayer is in a state of relaxation and receptivity to the feelings attained just before dropping off to sleep. The only condition required is that you believe that your prayers are already realized. Your prayer must be answered if you assume the feelings that would be yours, where you already in possession of your objective. To pray successfully, then you must yield to the wish, that is, feel the wish is fulfilled. The perfectly disciplined man is always in tune with the wish as an accomplished fact. He knows that consciousness is the one and the only reality, that ideas and feelings are the facts of consciousness and are as real as the object in space. Therefore, he never entertains a feeling which does not contribute to his happiness, for feelings are the cause of the actions and circumstances of his life. It is necessary to shut them out before starting to pray. You never attract that which you want, but always attract that which you are conscious of being. Prayer is the art of assuming the feeling of being and having that which you want. When the senses confirm the absence of your wish, all conscious efforts to counteract these suggestions is futile and tends to intensify the suggestions. Prayer must be without effort. To yield successfully to the wish as an accomplished fact, you must create a passive state, a kind of meditative reflection similar to the feelings which precede sleep. In such a relaxed state, the mind is turned from the objective world and easily senses the reality of an subjective state. It is a state in which you are conscious and quite able to move or open your eyes but have no desires to do so. An easy way to create this passive state is to relax in a comfortable chair or on a bed. Close the eyes and imagine that you are feeling sleepy. In a little while, a feeling accompanied by a general emotions and loss of all desires to move envelops you. Imagine that you have now realized your wish. Now how it was realized, but simply the wish fulfilled. Imagine in picture form what you desire to achieve in life. Then feel yourself as having already achieved it. However, this degree of passivity is not essential to the realization of your prayers. All that is necessary is to create a passive state and feel the wish is already fulfilled. When you emerge from a moment of prayer, it is as though you were shown the happy and successful end of a play, although you were not shown how the end was achieved. You remain calm and secure in the knowledge that the end has been perfectly defined. There is a definite feeling associated with every idea in the mind of a man. Capture the feeling associated with your realized wish by assuming the feeling that would be yours, where you already in the possession of the things you desire, and your wish will objectify itself. Instead of believing in God, believe you are God. So live in a feeling of being the one you want to be and that you shall be. My dear friends, my favorite quote from this book is "Man becomes what he imagines." Call to action to all my viewers. Dear viewers, from this book, I am going to start and implement the habit of feeling good before going to sleep. Write in comment box what you like the most from this video and which habit you are going to implement. If you are not yet subscribed to my channel, subscribe now and hit the bell icon to get the notification for my next videos, as I will be sharing with you every week many more such inspiring videos. Share this video with your friends and family members who are trying to find different possibilities to increase their productivity at workplace. Thank you.